Hello, welcome all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls to a collective Mother's Day reading. I'm doing a couple of these, and this one is for those who are estranged from their mothers. They are in separation. It is, very strained at this time, right? I will also be doing a collective reading for those whose mothers have transitioned, who have, transitioned back to the other side. Oh, that girl's so pretty. So there's like a prom event right near my house. So if you guys hear all the noise and the excitement, that's what it is. But one girl just got out of the car and she looks so beautiful. We're fine here. So this is going to be what this reading is about, is really kind of looking at what Spirit wants you to know about this relationship at this time. Obviously it's going to be different for everybody and where you are in this journey. Some people are meant to mend and heal the relationships that they have with their mothers. Some people may have parted ways permanently, and this is meant to kind of just give you a little bit of insight, as well as we will be pulling message cards that could come from your mother's higher self, or whoever acts as a mother figure in your life, right? Whether it was your biological mother, or it's like a foster mom, or whatever your situation might be. So that's what we're doing here today. And I kind of want to take a moment to give love to all the moms out there. We're all doing our best, right? Through one of the most challenging, rewarding, complex, and difficult things that life has to offer us. And also give love to those who are not in a good place, or not really in a place at all with their mothers. It's deeply challenging and often quite painful, and my heart is with you. So we're happy to have you here as part of our beautiful blossoming community. With that, let's get us started. So I'm going to start with the daily guidance from your angels oracle. Spirit, what do you have to say about this? I almost want to, it's going to be this one, but I almost kind of want to tune into this for a second. I'm seeing somebody painting or drawing at an easel. I don't know if you're very artistic or your mother's very artistic. Somebody's mom is actually starting to do a bit of healing work through their creativity at this time, because there's a lot of damage to the sacral energy that I'm picking up on, and that's something that's being healed, right? The sacral is our divine feminine energy center. This could be especially if you have a wounded divine feminine history or lineage in the family, right? So it's, mother to child, or, there's a long history of, strained relationships with mothers, or mothers going through quite a lot of wounding, and trying to work through that in their own journey to motherhood. So because the sacral is the divine feminine energy center, it's also one of our creativity centers of the traditional 7 chakras, the throat being the other major one. It's also our water chakra, and it's all about letting our emotions flow. So somebody's mother here is accessing their creativity either in a new way or with a new perspective, or just accessing their creativity at all, especially if they've very much struggled with that. Some of you, your mother might have either a challengingly aspected Venus, or it's your mother might struggle with their creativity, and you might have, I'm picking up, this is very specific, but Jupiter in Leo or Chiron in Leo. I don't know why those are the 2 placements coming through, but that's just the first thing that I'm seeing. I want to look at these 2 cards really quick, but not take them. Yep, cleanse and detox. Look at all that orange sacral chakra energy, and there's nothing to worry about. So for those of you who are worried about how your mom is doing, even when you're not connected, especially if you've been worrying about your mom's health, whether physically or mentally. Again, I'm not a licensed physical or mental health professional, so nothing we're talking about here is substitution for professional diagnosis, treatment, or advice. But for some, this is just kind of confirmation from your spiritual team that your mom is doing okay. They're going through, for some, with that cleanse and detox, your mother might be literally going through a detox process. So if your mother has struggled with some type of substance misuse issues, or any type of physical dependency, that might be something they're doing. As a result, they may also be turning to their creativity to help them through this time. Perfect timing. What is it perfect timing for? Two of Swords reversed. It's perfect timing to see something differently. It's perfect timing to make a choice to see something differently. Oop, I almost fell off the desk. And I feel this is likely for your mother. Circumstances are being cleared out of the way with that detox energy. So it's almost kind of like this individual will have the bandwidth to entertain a new perspective. This individual may have the bandwidth to have a complex, comprehensive conversation. Temperance, there's the healing. This person, you know, Temperance always is that energy of opposites attract, right? You and this person might be really different in ways that have to do with communication, because the Eight of Wands is poking out on the top of the deck. It might be time for an important conversation. We have the musical notes here, right? Whenever I see kind of music depicted, it always just, for me, talks about things in resonance, things in harmony. So something might be harmonizing. Even if you guys aren't going to have like an outright conversation, you might notice that you start feeling better about the situation. You might notice that your mother is able to show up differently than they were able to before. Fresh air. There is a breath of fresh air that is coming into, I feel, this relationship, right? Because even when we're disconnected from somebody, or we're outright, you know, no contact, separated, that's the way it's going to stay, right? We can still feel their energy. We're still sitting in and living with the energy until it's resolved, right? And with perfect timing and that note of harmony, it feels like there's a breath of fresh air that's coming into this for both of you, right? Especially if you yourself are on, like if you're on a parenthood journey, this might be where, excuse me, having your own children or caring for children in your own right may also kind of help to shed new light, new perspective, may also be healing in its own way, right? So we have, your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So for some, spending time in nature as much as you possibly can might really be assisting this process. Again, your mother may also be in this place. But there's a sense where there's going to be new life breathed into this situation, new life breathed into this connection. I'm actually being drawn to pull one more. Whoop. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take two more, I guess. Opportunity to forgive is at the bottom. We have the koalas. That's always a symbol of motherhood. Oh, you guys. Innocence. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm going to try not to. And there's more musical notes here. Beloved one. Everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. This deck creator uses, you know, kind of like God language, but please feel free to substitute with whatever is meaningful to you, okay? And then energy work. Here it is. Ding, ding, ding. If you guys have recently gotten Reiki specifically about this, it's working. If you guys have gotten Reiki to heal a physical issue or alleviate symptoms, particularly like intestinal issues or stomach upset, possibly like a lot, I'm getting like this like crampy kind of feeling. I mean, I'm not getting crampy feeling, but like I'm kind of picking up on that energy, or just like issues with like digestive intestinal issues. This is likely related to this energy. So life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Hey, there we go. I try not to memorize what it says on the cards because I like to channel, and then I love when there's confirmation. We're like, ooh, it's happening. It's happening. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. Okay, so it's interesting too, of all the cards in this deck, and there's a lot of like different things that, you know, are going on. So we have like, you know, an adult lady here, an adult lady here. We do have some with like children, but like an adult man and a dove. Adult lady here. We have 3 cards that depict children or babies, right? Child, bebe, your bebe, and baby. So again, if you've been getting Reiki done, it's helping, it's working. It's clearing, because whatever it is that's going on for you, whether it's emotional or physical, it's very much tied to this energy. This is why I was picking up like generational healing, generational programming. You're getting in there. You're getting deep in there. And so this heals not only, especially if you get like distance healing. And if you are interested in anything like that, I do offer remote sessions for energy healing and distance healing in particular. Distance healing can apply not only remotely, like the physical distance, but also to past events. There is a sense here, whether you've gotten energy work done or not, there has been energetic work. There is energetic work taking place that is healing the bond here. And it's not just your bond with your mother. It's also whatever sort of family lineage trauma that there is that may be impacting this situation. There's a lot here. Is a lot. And with this innocence and fresh air, it's helping both of you return to, I'm hearing status quo, return to a zero balance. So there could be a karmic cycle that has been, I'm hearing the word dropped, been dropped, been released. So this perfect timing refers to a rebirth energy. Now for some, that will mean that you guys get an opportunity to reconnect again. We had a lot of cards in the tarot as I was like pulling them out that have to do with conversation. For others, excuse me, this is where even if you don't reconnect, you will be getting a fresh perspective on what has gone on. Especially whatever has been very challenging for you to overcome, to release, even if you're like, I understand. I'm trying to find forgiveness in my heart. I'm trying to not get hung up on the past. But it's really, really hard, right? It's difficult. It can be painful. This is what new, like fresh air, new life is being breathed into. Yeah, this is what, yeah, I said that right. That sounded weird. Sorry. This is what is shifting for you. If you have been, some of you have been praying or asking your angels for some type of guidance, excuse me, some type of help releasing the heavy burdens, those prayers are being answered. Let me just take a sip of my tea real quick. Oh, it's really good. Those prayers are being answered. So let's see what else is coming out. Restriction, yeah, that's what you've been facing. You guys could have Mercury in a karmic placement in your chart. You could also have Gemini or Virgo in karmic placements. So this would be South Node, Saturn in the 12th house, the 8th house. Some of you have like a challengingly aspected Mercury in your 4th house. For some, there's there could be a challengingly aspected like Gemini moon or something like that. But we do see this energy here because it's very much the maternal, the kind of more maternal energy mixed with like a karmic energy, and it plays out in the mind as well as the heart. Ooh, I'll take both. Wow. Okay. We have, these two came out together, balance and judgment. Okay. And yeah, they're saying this one, deprivation. Okay. We have epiphany with higher self at the bottom. Again, this was kind of, I don't usually read oracle cards reversed unless the deck is designed like that. Excuse my burp, but I am going to kind of take note of this. I do feel like a breakthrough is happening. And I kind of was feeling that this might be kind of what's going on with your mother, but you may also find this applies to you. So it feels like there's been this restrictive cycle, particularly again in the mind, that your mother or mother figure is dealing with. You guys might have different love languages, different priorities when it comes to love. Somebody's giving a heart, somebody's giving a gift. One person could be very focused on accomplishments, and the other person could be more focused on emotional stability, right? So for example, let's say, especially with judgment and deprivation, if your mother was deprived of a lot of things, this might push your mother to want to push you towards success, right? And one of the ways they might do this is by judging you. And so even though that comes from a place of you not wanting you to have the same experience that they had, it still kind of feels like it may have still done more damage than it did good, right? It still may have really damaged the relationship between the two of you. I feel like something that is happening is that I'm almost picking up this energy that this mother figure that you're dealing with is very judgmental, right? We have 46 that reduces to a 10 that indicates the end of a cycle. We also have 28, that's a 10, indicates the end of a cycle. As well as, implying a new one begins, because 10's always reduced to a 1. And there is a sense here where you guys may have fought a lot, had a very, very challenging communication. I'm hearing results. Somebody might be really results based. The other person's very emotion based, right? Somebody's really focused on when you're communicating the tangible, like what you're saying, the specifics of what you're saying, instead of hearing the emotion behind it. And somebody else is communicating emotionally, and not like, not kind of, I don't want to say not specifically enough. Shoot, the right words will come back to me. It feels like there's just a really big difference in communication. Like somebody might be so focused on how it makes them feel that they've had a hard time seeing what the other person's trying to give them, right? It's like both of you have had a hard time truly understanding each other. I feel like this mother figure has been very, very judgmental in the past. And this is because this mother figure judges themselves very highly. Look at how we have this kind of like microscope. Or magnifying glass, excuse me. This is what this person is being called to look at. So with deprivation, there's a sense here where they've had to really confront the fact that you're not in their life in the way that they would like. And this might be, if you have siblings, this could be where this is like a family pattern. Like they might have poor relationships with all of their children. They might have multiple poor relationships. It may be that after you guys separated out, you may have had to have made a judgment call. After you guys separated out, this really got them to pay attention. And it feels like what they're working through right now is trying to think about it in a different way. This is what I feel like is happening in their life, is they're teetering on the edge of a new perspective. I want to clarify restriction here. Strength. It's because Spirit is asking this person to dig down deep and find something within the heart space, right? This is always our resiliency, our patience, our optimism, our belief in something better, right? Those better qualities, indomitable qualities of the human spirit in a very loving kind of way. Spirit is asking this person to dig down deep and see either something like that within themselves or within their relationship with you, or both, right? We can only meet people as deeply as we've met ourselves. 7 of Swords reversed. Spirit is asking this person, this is a lot. Spirit is asking this person at this time through this process to meet themselves fully. They have had restrictions when it comes to their thoughts. They have had distorted cognition and perceptions when it comes to their thoughts. And what Spirit's asking them to do is dig down really deep in the heart space and be very honest about their self-sabotage patterns and forgive them and release them. Because as much as this person judges you, and I'm not excusing that by any stretch of the imagination, they judge themselves just as harshly. As much as they may make you fear the world is something I'm getting, they are equally, if not more, afraid of the world. They push it off onto you because it's too much to handle within themselves. And it's kind of like at some subconscious level, it's like, if I have to live like this, why don't you have to? 5 of Wands, everything is a power struggle with this person. It feels like it's always their way of doing things. Temperance, they struggle to balance. They struggle to incorporate their shadow, right? This is always the blending of opposites. Struggle to integrate their shadow. Yeah, there we go. So what they're being asked to do at this time, and it feels like they are getting closer to a breakthrough, their creativity, accessing their creativity may be a huge part of that. Again, if they are detoxing from something, this blockage was really, really contributing to this kind of judgment energy. Even if it wasn't like a substance or something like that, they may have had a negative pattern that they were addicted to, right? A negative way of thinking about things. And it feels like they had to lose something big in order to see that. What is deprivation, actually? This could be, again, the relationship with you. 3 of Swords. Yeah, they went through something. Okay, they went through something because it wasn't getting through to them. Nothing was breaking through to them. They were more willing to continue to break their own heart in the moment over and over and over again than face what has happened to them and face their actual, like their fears, but their emotions about it. So it feels like they have had loss. They may have had 3 major losses, possibly a financial loss, an a spiritual loss, and then there's something here where there's like a loss of truth, right? So maybe they were silenced. Just because the 3 swords here, we have blue, red, and purple on the hilts. So crown, or like third eye crown, root, and throat chakra. So there could have been like a physical loss, a tangible loss, a loss of truth. So again, they're silenced. An idea that they believed was kind of like dashed. And there's a spiritual loss as well. These could all be wrapped up in one thing. These could be multiple different things. They had to go through loss in order, they had to kind of have things be taken away in order to see how much they were holding themselves back. There's a person holding an empty plate here, sitting in a box. And it's like this mother or mother figure that you have had in your life could not understand how their plate was always empty when they limited themselves so intensely, especially emotionally, right? It's hard to see, but they have like a big hole in the chest, so right in the heart space. And then what do we have here? And this was because they were not dealing with their own pain effectively. Yep, Ace of Cups. This could really be the loss of like the relationship with you, with other family members. There's also something here that it just really hit them where they live. And with the Dove here, it has any peace that they got from pretending it didn't bother them, from projecting onto their other relationships, from doing things with like business as usual, whatever their kind of MO was, taken away. It's gone. It's gone because they needed to finally deal with this. There is a reckoning that needed to happen here. And it is changing the way, this is why with strength and restriction, it's forcing them to change the way they think about things. Judgment, yep. Judgment. This is a major turning point in their lives. And some of you are going to be sitting here like, I don't believe that. You will know, even if you're disconnected from this person, even if you have no intentions of reconnecting with this person, which is valid and totally fine, you will know that this is happening because you will start to feel differently. Again, when you are deeply energetically connected to somebody, and you have like especially unresolved soul contract, even if you are not physically in each other's lives anymore, your energy changes. The energy changes as things start to heal, transmute, and improve. What is this Judgment energy? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. There's a sense of what this person finds valuable. So their judgments about what they find valuable might be changing. The Four of Wands. The Queen of Wands. This person feels like they were very particular. They might be very focused on image. This would be the kind of person that's like, why don't you have a house yet? Why aren't you married yet? Why don't you have kids yet? Very focused on image here, right? Very focused on kind of almost being traditional or presenting this image of like invulnerability. Sometimes I get with the King and Queen of Wands, like they can make it through anything. Nothing bothers them. Nothing touches them. What am I getting with the Knight of Pentacles here? They could have kind of this sense that people need to bring them an offering. There's a sense that people need to travel to them, people, and both like literally. So if you guys are like long distance and they never come out to visit you, it's always you visiting them. This is something that they're thinking about. It's almost kind of like things need to be presented to them though. Like things need to, so if there's an apology, you got to be the one to get the process going. They might have a lot of pride and be very slow to let you back in if they feel as if you've made a mistake. Doesn't matter if you're family, doesn't matter if you have a soul connection. It's like, nope, I'm the queen here, right? Or I'm the king here, whatever it may be. It may be that when you kind of lose favor with it takes a lot to impress them, right? The Knight of Pentacles is on a journey and they handle it step by step by step, but there's no cutting any corners. Again, very strict energy kind of coming through, or it's like this person really puts you through your paces. Right? And this may cause a lot of fights because, again, you could want really different things from them. If they're really obsessed with image, it's all about like, well, so-and-so's like kid is, has this job. So-and-so's grandchild is doing this. Like, it's always about other people. And this person might be just like very focused on maintaining an image of being, like, this also feels like sometimes this can be the parent that's like hyper focused on like their presentation and not aging. So this could be somebody who's like, can be really after you about your looks. That may have always been a thing that you guys have fought about, right? There's a sense here of, especially because the Knight of Pentacles can be very practical, but the Queen of Wands is very showy. So there's a sense here, sometimes, there's a sense here of somebody just like caring so much about how things look instead of how happy they are with it and how happy you are with your life. Again, here we have it. Somebody focused on things, material things, or how things tangibly look or how they are, versus somebody focused on feelings. So you guys are coming into some type of energetic balance at this time. What is this balance energy coming through? Yeah, the Hierophant. You both are learning spiritual lessons. Seven of Wands. Okay, about what's worth defending. Three of Pentacles, and who you want to align yourself with. A lot of you, both of you are learning lessons about what you truly value. What is worth defending? What is valuable? What you want to kind of stake a claim to, or like build your philosophies, your beliefs, your life plan around, right? And some of you, you may even have your own moments where you're looking back over the relationship with this person and be like, you know what, they did always do that, and I appreciate this now. Sometimes it's not all bad, especially once we get some distance and some space to heal. Sometimes, even if we don't go back, we can find something in the rubble. We can salvage something from the rubble. 10 of Wands reverse. This is what I mean. This sense of heaviness, guilt, burdens, all those things that the oracle cards we started with are talking about, these are being lessened and released. I kind of want to pull for how this person's feeling about this process right now. 6 of Wands. Okay. Let me pull a couple more first. I can see the two that I want. The Hermit. Wow. Okay. And the 5 of Cups. This person, I feel like, goes through a bunch of, because we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom, goes through a bunch of different emotions. Sometimes they feel like they're learning and they're growing. And other times they feel like they've lost everything. And since both are turned inward toward the Hermit, they have a lot of ups and downs through this process. We have Virgo energy showing up. We also have Leo here very strongly, those two, and Taurus. So they might go back and forth. They might present like they're fine. Again, that Queen of Wands kind of energy here. Like they're fine, like everything is fine. They've got it all together, but inwardly they've lost a lot. Especially emotionally, they are struggling. So like if you still follow each other on social media, you might see that. You might hear that from other family members and be like, oh, they're still doing the same old thing, or I guess they're fine. Like they don't need me, they're untouchable. That's not the case. This person is grieving significantly. And this person might be grieving you, honestly. This person's still hoping that you'll come back, especially if they are the type of person who usually waits for other people to make an offer to them, or like has very like high standards to the point where it's like impossible to scale that wall. They're waiting for you to throw your hat in the ring. They're waiting to see evidence that you still care about them. And some part of them is really hoping that that ship has not sailed completely. I want to see how they're feeling about you right now, though. 9 of Wands. It was stuck to the back of the Three of Cups. Some part of them really, really wants a reconciliation. Well, I think all of them wants a reconciliation, honestly. But some part of them would be willing to fight for it, but they would not want you to know that. It's like last-ditch effort, because they are healing, but it's taken this sweet time. The 5 of Swords. I think they know that it would be a fight. Is something I want to say. So the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, yeah, the Page of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, because they know that in order to talk to you again, they would need to have reciprocity. They would need to be generous with their communication. They would need to be equitable. They would need to have that balance that we talked about between the two styles of doing things. We talked about kind of like the tangible and the emotional. We have the green, which represents the heart chakra to me, and the red, which is the root. So the tangible and the emotional. They would know that a balance needs to be reached because it's likely you've done a lot of work on yourself. Maybe, again, you've started your own parenthood journey and you have different perspectives on life, on your relationship with your mother or mother figure, and that they can't do the same old shtick, right? So even though you guys might have some similar interests or have fun together, or reconciliation would be beautiful, right? There's a soul bond. We saw that 4 of Wands, and we see that here with the 3 of Cups. There is like a soul bond here. Even though that would be nice, and part of them contemplates fighting for this, part of them contemplates being willing to really, again, throw their hat in the ring. The other part of them knows that they can't do that unless they're willing to meet you halfway. And I almost get the sense this person might not even fully know what halfway is, even if you've told them. This person might spy on you a lot. Possibly through social media, possibly through other family members. This person tries to spy on you a lot. They're gathering information. They're trying to figure out, like, Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. This feels like somebody who's trying to figure out what's going on in your life to figure out when is the most advantageous time for them to come back. So like if you're doing really, really well and you're happy, like you put up a boundary with this person, or even if, things have just happened, you guys have drifted. If you're doing really well and you're happy, they know they can't shortchange you when you're in a good energy. I have to be real. This person, it's not like they're looking for you to do poorly, but this person's kind of looking for the best opportunity for them to come back into your life. They might also be looking for a way to try to get you to come to them. Because again, they're working through this stuff. And it feels like they're thinking about, again, with these kind of energies going on in their life in general, they're thinking about, is that really the best way of doing things? This is a deeply introspective period for them. So again, that Five of Swords, it feels like they still have a lot of conflicting thoughts about you. They might even speak unkindly about you to other family members. I have to be honest. But I want to see some messages from this person's higher self. And then I'm going to pull you a couple messages from your guides and your angels just to give you some love-ins, okay? So from your mother's higher self, yep, we are the same soul in the best of ways. There's a kindred spirit dynamic here. I feel so lost without you. I don't know if that feeling ever goes away. We were talking about this on the Three of Swords, that one had the blue handle, or like the little blue stone, and there's that throat chakra. The undeniable truth that has been revealed is that they feel lost without you. They feel like a part of them is gone, and that may have been the truth that was taken from them, is their false truth of, fine, be like that. It doesn't matter. If you don't appreciate what I'm doing, I don't need you. Whatever it was that they said, whatever it was they didn't say, whatever silent treatment they gave you, they can't run away from this, and they know it. They think about you all the time. They think about you all the time. It goes from light to dark the longer they're away from you. Yeah. You guys, I still love you. We have matching hearts. When I made this deck, this was like a Two of Cups kind of energy for me. For some, this was very, very specific. If you have gone through like a transition when it comes to your gender identity, and that has been a point of contention with a parent, they're still struggling to accept this, but they are missing you. This person still loves you. And again, we are this, we have matching hearts. Where did I put it? There it is. We are the same soul. This person does feel a kinship with you, a spiritual, like a kindred spirit bond. And their higher self wants you to know that. And it's almost like wants you to focus on that above all else. Because these are, there's a whole bunch of different messages in here, right? And of all the things that could have come through, what this person's higher self really wants to communicate is that they love you. That doesn't just go away, that they feel seen and accepted around you. They feel like you understand each other in some type of abstract, ethereal way. That they feel lost without you. And it doesn't really get better with time. If you put up boundaries with this person, it is slowly producing something. Some of you, if you put up boundaries with this person about some type of addiction or like, something similar, it may have been a contributing factor to what caused them to start to release and let go of those behaviors. So I want to pull, because I forgot to take the deck down, just a couple of closing messages from your guides. They want to offer words of love, words of support for you at this time. Your name is my favorite word in the universe. Your name is mentioned in the spiritual. This is really specific. Some of you, your guides have almost put some type of like positive sort of, I want to say like, put magic on your name, but it's almost like sent extra energy out. So when your name is used, especially in a positive light, it's like sends you positive energy. That's highly specific, but you inspire me always. Your guides want you to know that you inspire people. Some of you inspire your other family members. It's okay for the point of your life to be the enjoyment of it. Yes. So especially for those of you where the message about having like a mother or mother figure that's very like into status and sort of presentation and how, where you are in life and stuff like that. This is your message. Your guides want you to know that it's okay if the major point of your life, the whole purpose of your life is for you to enjoy it. It's okay if you're doing things differently, if you're not where your mother wants you to be, if you're not where you thought you would be, that's okay, right? Because it's okay if the big purpose of being here overall is to actually like being here. That is okay. That's definitely okay. It's been an honor to witness your journey. Your guides love you. And again, it's like your journey has been inspirational. Your journey will inspire others, but your guides feel lucky to be paired with you this time around. Your guides feel lucky to be working with you, and they really want you to know that at this time. So that's everything I've got for you guys today. I love you guys to pieces. I know this is a challenging time, but just know that you're very loved. You're very warmly accepted. We're happy to have you here as part of our beautiful blossoming community. So hopefully I'll get the chance to catch up with you again real soon. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye.